Welcome back to the FNCS. I cannot believe it, but Clix, Yamzo, and Higgs got themselves yet another victory royale. However, for a moment, it looked like Peterbot was gonna 1v3 them. Guys, I'm gonna say it. I'm so sorry. The mental game, Peterbot's in my head, okay? Mentally, I thought, oh no, Peterbot might just 1v3 Clix, Yamzo, and Higgs here because they were just on a tear. And like, you know, Kelly, once Peterbot gets going, it's so unbelievably difficult to stop him.
It's really funny. Anytime Peterbot does poorly in a game, you can almost expect the following game to be just absolute non-stop W king from him. And I love that. It's something that we've seen from Peterbot now for the last year, where he needs to prove himself if he doesn't have the perfect game. And this was very close to being the perfect game. An incredible height take from Peterbot Cold and Ritual, where it almost didn't really pan out, but they went back forward again, able to control high ground, even when hurt. Went for this bar for bar 1v1 against Peterbot, which is quite the feat to do.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an incredible game. And, you know, me, Zeke, Kelly, we're sitting here, we're getting ready to kind of come back to the show. You know, we hear in our ears, yeah, hey, you know, Peterbot subs ready, highlights ready. It's like over a minute long. We're like, wait, what? And we're like, yeah, we also kept it short. And we're like, wait, what? It's incredible. So it's just not enough time to truly understand how good Peterbot really is. And I give a big shout out to Jacob Wazzo, right? Because we're like watching this, and as soon as the Elim comes in on Higgs, Jacob goes, oh no. It's like fully prepared for the 1v3 to happen. But that being said, that Peterbot solo clutch right there somehow holds on to first place by just 3 points.
Just the most ridiculous run, right? I mean, again, this was Peterbot as a solo. That's almost more dangerous when he's by himself. Like, I can't even believe those words are coming out of my mouth.
Oh, I do.
And yet it happened. Kelly, I mean, he's just crazy.
I mean, you look to the global championships and you have game 11 there, where Peterbot eliminated like 8 players in 2 minutes. And I think actually in Major 1, he did the same thing, potentially in game 11 as well. Peterbot is known as this insane player going for these solo clutches in the end game. And Zeke, you keep saying, oh, I thought he was going to go for the 1v3. Peterbot essentially went for the 1v5 and eliminated 3 players. He got Donnie, he got Bert, and then he got Higgs. It is, no one else can do it like Peterbot. So even if he's not winning, who cares? Because he's able to get so many elims.
Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible stuff. I mean, we could talk about our top 2 trios for the rest of the day. We could just stop the competition right now and probably talk about them forever. We do have some other trios who are, of course, playing very, very well. We got Braids, Visuals, and Aminish. They are still holding on to 3rd place right now. You know, another good game, still continuing that trend. Zeke only having 1 game outside of the top 10. This game, they're going to pick up 7th place with 5 eliminations. So staying consistent in terms of that. But I mean, you know, our top 2 contenders, Kelly, they're running away with it, but it's very, very close towards like 3rd through 6th right now.
Of course, and that's what we're looking for, right? Braids, Visuals, and Minished making their way to the global championships over some of our bigger teams, the Big 7. I mean, if you look at our leaderboard right now, it is what players consider the Big 7. But if you replace Visuals, Braids, and Diminished with Kanata, Bolts, and Sphinx, however, they're not stopping yet either. They are still in our top 10. And Zeke, we have 4 more games to go. It already feels like the end of the tournament because so much has happened, but we're barely halfway through.
Even just look, Kelly, like, look at those numbers. How many of those are zeros, as in those players haven't moved? And how many of them are going 1 point up or down? This competition is so close. Like, yeah, of course, obviously we're trying to tell this nice little story, and then Clix and Peterbot over here just like blowing stuff up. We're like, okay, I guess we have to look at that too. Like, the competition is close with 4 more games left to go. Let's jump back on that battle bus. MDF, Jacob PR, take it away. Yeah, look, no doubt. I mean, we're going through a roller coaster of promotions. I feel like I've exhausted the bus, and it's looking like every game is a fight for the championship right now, Jacob.
Yeah, it's looking like it could be some of the most important games of Fortnite you will play this year. 3 spots to the Global Championship, and it gets exponentially harder with only 2 spots in Major 3. So, honestly, it's now or never for some of these teams at the top of the leaderboard.
Well, one thing's exciting right now is that 3-point gap up the top. You know, Peterbot making sure that Clix
Clix has to stay on his toes. You don't know now when they just want to pull the trigger, or will Clix pull something out of this sleeve? Well, we're here to find out. Let's jump on this battle bus one more time. Monster, when this game ends, the tournament will be 75% of the way over. And that's where the run's going to start to get interesting. 3 games left, not enough time to make up a point deficit. So I'm thinking there might be a potential. We saw Peterbot land on Clix. What about the other way around if the point lead over everybody else serves it?
That's exactly what I was starting to allude to with how Clix, Higgs, and Yamzo, or had the whole night to sleep on what all unfolded yesterday. You have to assume that they now too took that exact strategy into account, right? There might be a point in time where they say, you know what, before they can do us dirty, we probably should do them instead. So we'll just have to figure it out. And then I'm also thinking about, is 600 points enough to make it to Global Championship? Those are a lot of points. But then I start looking down at the standings. It's only a game and a half difference. So this game 9, game 10 are absolutely critical to Clix making it to the Global Championship spot. Well, in the end, it is absolutely incredible Fortnite at play here. High action, high caliber Fortnite underway, and it just doesn't get any better.
No, it does not. And you're seeing why every team, including Craze, Donnie, Joji, Yusuf, Yuji, and Phenom on the Shining Strand Bridge. Yesterday, most of the game, we saw him kind of going all out 50-50. Drop on one of the floor loots and quickly go to work. This time around, both games, they're choosing to try to disengage, play it out. They might not get all the loot that they want off of their spawn, but at least they got a shot to try to get more points, move up the leaderboard, try to get in that top 25 where you can actually make some money.
I respect it. Like last game they did something similar, but at the end of the day, they were in about 16th place. So when they survived the drop and they kind of play things out, they were just working their way up, chipping their way up. They jumped up to 14th now, so they're kind of aimed and running for getting closer and closer to the top 10, which I kind of have to appreciate. What do you think about Peterbot Ritual and Cult here, though, playing for the medallion, it seems like, here at the train?
Yeah.